told your friend you're not okay.
That morning, Seoul seemed to breathe with a different rhythm. The cold air still hanging between the luxurious buildings brought not only coolness, but also a sense of foreboding. A sense that this day would be a special day, a day that had been quietly awaited by thousands of pairs of eyes and hearts. Without a big stage, without the spotlight of a concert, one presence was enough to change the atmosphere of the city. And that name was Kim Taehyung. Around the elegant Celine boutique, the atmosphere was filled with excited whispers and camera flashes. Fans had been standing there since morning, some with trembling hands holding off the cold, others with eyes full of hope. They didn't ask for more. A piece of news, a glance, or even a glimpse of a shadow was enough. But no one was truly ready for the moment that was about to happen. When the black vehicle stopped and the door opened, the atmosphere instantly changed. Kim Taehyung, or V from BTS, stepped out with tight security. His steps were calm, confident, yet still retained his signature gentleness. In a matter of seconds, the area felt alive. It was as if all the energy of the morning converged on a single point. His appearance stole the spotlight without any effort. A neat collared shirt paired with a dark cardigan and a coat that fell perfectly on his body created a warm yet classy impression. A subtle purple accent was a small detail that fans immediately recognized. Simple, yet full of character. A style that felt mature, sophisticated, and very Taehyung. The time may have been short, and his steps may not have been long. But even with those limitations, Taehyung still gave something far more valuable. He paused for a moment, turned to the fans, and gave them the gentle smile they had been longing for. That smile was not just a formality. There was sincerity there, and everyone present could feel it. Cheers were heard, muffled by distance and safety regulations. Some fans called his name with trembling voices, while others chose to remain silent, as if not wanting to ruin the moment with words. There was an indescribable emotion, a mixture of happiness, emotion, and pride that came together in one brief second. Since being officially appointed as Celine's global ambassador, Taehyung has always been the center of attention. His relationship with the French fashion house feels so natural. It's not just a collaboration, but a fusion of characters. Elegant, modern, and free-spirited. All these values seem to find their embodiment in Kim Taehyung. This time was no different. There was a new aura radiating from him. He was calmer, deeper, and seemed more mature. Many said that this was Taehyung's true charm. A charm that was not explosive, but rather grew stronger because of his calmness. He did not try to attract attention, but the attention came naturally. Amidst the crowd, sweet calls from fans can be heard, Prince Taehyung. A nickname that feels so fitting. His polite demeanor, warm gaze, and the way he carries himself make that impression even more real. Not a prince in a fairy tale, but a real figure walking in the city, yet still carrying a special aura. For ARMY, this moment felt very precious. Even a glimpse was enough to cure their longing. Seeing Taehyung healthy, confident, and still being himself brought a simple happiness that was hard to replace. The emotional bond between him and his fans felt strong again, even without words. Many fans admitted that they came without high expectations. They only hoped to hear news or see him from afar. However, reality gave them more. A smile, a brief greeting, but it felt so personal. It was as if Taehyung was really there for them, not just passing by. Local and international media did not miss this moment either. Photos of Taehyung in front of the Celine boutique quickly spread across various social media platforms. In no time, his name filled timelines and became a hot topic of conversation. Reactions came from all over the world, proving just how influential he is. The comment section was filled with praise. Many highlighted Taehyung's fashion sense, which is always consistent but never boring. Others emphasized how he was able to bring any outfit to life with his charisma. It wasn't his clothes that shone, but him. His appearance this time also feels reflective, as if depicting someone who has been through a lot and now stands with a newfound calm. This aura makes his presence feel more meaningful, deeper, and more memorable than before. For Celine, Taehyung's presence was clearly the main highlight. He was not just a guest, but a representation of the brand's vision to reach a global generation with relevant elegance. Taehyung successfully bridged the worlds of fashion and pop culture in a very natural way. After the event, stories began to emerge. Some still couldn't believe they had seen Taehyung up close. Others admitted to shedding tears just because of his wave. The emotions felt were real, sincere, and honest. That brief moment left a lasting impression. Not only because of who Taehyung is, but because of the way he treated his fans with respect. Small things like smiles and nods became very meaningful. In the fast-paced world of entertainment, this moment serves as a reminder that presence has its own value. Taehyung showed that connecting with fans doesn't always require a grand stage or long speeches. Sometimes, just being present is more than enough. Many believe that Taehyung's charm is even stronger in his simplicity. He doesn't chase the spotlight, but the spotlight always finds him. It is a rare quality that keeps him special over time. That day, Seoul witnessed the powerful influence of Kim Taehyung. From luxury boutiques to sidewalks filled with fans, everything was connected by one figure. A figure who was able to unite so many hearts in one morning. For international fans who could only watch through their screens, this moment still felt close. The videos and photos that circulated seemed to transport them to the location, allowing them to feel the same atmosphere and share in the collective happiness. A sense of pride radiated from ARMY. They were proud to see Taehyung continue to grow, remain humble, and not lose his true self. Each of his appearances always brought a new story worth remembering. Taehyung's fashion, music, and personality seemed to blend into a cohesive whole. He is not just an idol, but a cultural figure who influences many aspects of modern life. This is why every step he takes is eagerly anticipated. Celine's event in Seoul may have been short, but its impact was long-lasting. Conversations about Taehyung continue, proving that his charm transcends space and time. Amidst his busy schedule and the public spotlight, Taehyung continues to show his human side. A small smile, a warm gaze, and a calm demeanor are enough to brighten someone's day. This moment also serves as a reminder of BTS's long journey. Taehyung stands as a strong individual, yet he carries the name of the group that nurtured him with pride. Taehyung's name is still trending. Discussions continue to flow, from style analysis to reflections on his career journey. But one common thread always emerges: pride. Pride in seeing someone they have supported for a long time grow without losing his humanity. Some fans even wrote that this moment reminded them of the reason they fell in love with Taehyung in the first place. Not just because of his looks or talent, but because of the way he treats others. The way he is respectful, humble, and empathetic. Amidst all the praise and attention, Taehyung remains the same person. He doesn't use his popularity as a shield, but as a bridge. A bridge between himself and his fans, between the worlds of fashion and music, between Korea and the world. This event at Celine Seoul has slowly become a reference point. Not only for fans, but also for the industry. It shows how an idol can have a huge influence without losing their authenticity. It shows how a brief appearance can leave a lasting impact. Days pass, but the memory lives on. Every time that photo of Taehyung in his dark coat and gentle smile resurfaces, the same emotions are rekindled. It's as if that morning is constantly replayed in the collective memory of his fans. And perhaps, that is the true power of Kim Taehyung. He doesn't create moments to be remembered. He is present, as he is, and the moment itself becomes a memory. For Kpop News, this story is not just a continuation of an event, but a portrait of an artist's journey that continues to evolve. From the big stage to the sidewalk in front of a luxury boutique, Taehyung proves that true charisma never depends on the size of the stage. Looking ahead, whatever steps he takes, one thing feels certain. Every appearance by Kim Taehyung will always bring a story. A story of growth, calmness, and an emotional bond that stands the test of time. And that morning in Seoul, with its cold air and flashes of cameras, will always be remembered as one of the simple yet deeply meaningful chapters in the long journey of Kim Taehyung.